What's the similarity between Lord of the Rings and this show? They're both rubbish.
It was the premiere. Did you see the coverage? It was a premiere of Lord of the Rings Part 3.
I can't be bothered.
I mean, man alive, I'm sick of Lord of the Rings.
I watched the first one, and I was actually I've never been into all that sort of stuff.
Never liked
Gollum and Dungeons and Dragons and gatekeepers and weird magic and Harry Potter makes. I want to punch his face in.
I know what you mean.
But I mean, it's sort of like,
Well, Lord of the Rings, when I was at school, if you were into that sort of thing, you were a nerdlinger. They would beat you up, they'd shout heckle abuse, all that sort of thing. You know, I wasn't a fan.
I actually don't know anyone who admitted they were into that
nonsense. It was shameful. It was embarrassing. Now, the whole world's gone crazy for it. Even the tough guys, the hard nuts, the streetwise kids, they're loving it. Can't wait for the third one. I see people raving about it. It's Jonathan Ross, all these people going, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes of trolls and goblins and magic spells and large feet and magic rings. I'm loving all that crap. What's wrong with you people?
I will smite you with my sword.
It's just interminable. The orcs and the Norks.
I saw some people playing this game. They had a big manual and a dice, and they're in a pub, and they're all fat with beards, right? And he threw a dice, and he looked down, he went, and he said something like, outside them, 3 miles to Mumra. And they went, oh, well done. What? I know. I wanted to go and say, what is this game?
Yeah. What? It's absolutely extraordinary. Well, they showed some coverage of the Lord of the Rings premiere on TV, and there were people dressed up as some of the characters. Yeah. There was a girl chatting saying, well, I just think Gollum's hilarious. What? People talking about telling me Gollum's hilarious in this new film. How is he funny, my precious? Oh, my precious. What's funny about this? I'm losing it. I'm genuinely...
Is he like Yoda?
I don't know what the joke is. I'm missing it all. And when the walking trees started talking... Oh man, I love it.
Gollum's the little one that looks a bit like Gandhi.
Yeah, exactly. The computer-animated Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I think that's how he's described in the book. But this is the other thing. I say, then they go, well, Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien, he's a genius. You know he created his own language. Whoopee! Karl comes up with a new word every week that he's made up. He's not a genius.
Yeah.
Talking of sleeping. Oh man alive, I went to see the last part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Why?
Well, it's like a family thing now. Every Christmas, my family and I have been going to see the Lord of the Rings, the next instalment. It's like a family thing.
What will you do if they keep making them?
Oh, I tell you, I've wasted now about 10 hours of my life with that tripe.
You can never get that back.
I can never get that back. That's what Peter Jackson owes me. 10 hours now he owes me of my life. It is absolute drivel.
Well, I know.
We've said this before, I don't want to harp on again about it, but I cannot fathom why everyone is so excited and loves these films so much. Like you say, people... reviews saying it's the best film ever. I think this is the greatest movie I'll ever see. And I don't... It's like they go, oh, but look at all the fight sequences.
But Tolkien being up there in literature, like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like Shakespeare. Tolkien. No!
Yeah.
No.
But what is it that he's writing about exactly?
I don't know.
Little midget fellas who can't get shoes. I mean, I've got big feet. I've got size 14. I can get shoes.
Oh, God.
Send off for mail order.
I know, it is like... It's like, Harry Potter taken seriously.
Yeah.
But I know who's watching it. It's like these people who are watching it are obviously nerds, people who live in Forbidden Planet. They love it. They can't believe their luck.
But that's the core audience, but it's obviously bigger than that.
But then it's also people who can think they have a go, like menopausal women thinking, well, I'll write a book then. Globblin came into the cave.
Exactly.
Right? And they're sort of like 13-year-old sons who've never shown an interest in anything except glue now writes orc on his exercise book, and so they're loving it. It's like it's
uniting, bringing people together. But at the end, right? I mean, it's taken them now like 9 hours to get from one part of Middle Earth to the end, to the other end, so they can destroy the ring, the evil ring.
Did they do a line? Was it?
I don't know what they.
Try these fellas.
And it's taken them 9 hours of their time and my life as well to get there. And at the end, they all say goodbye.
They do it in real time. Why did they edit it?
I mean, that's what it felt like. It really, it must have taken them less time, you know, within the sort of logic of the book to get there than it did for me to watch it. And at the end, they sort of say goodbye to each other, and they all hug. So there's like, you know, there's little midget one, you know, Frida, saying goodbye to, you know, Bjorn.
What are
and
they
Benny.
called in the thing? Because are they PC in it? Are they called like midgets and dwarves?
No, they're called hobbits.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So we should call small people hobbits from now on.
That's what they are, just to make it kind of topical, and they'll like that as well. Give them sort of, you know.
So if you see a little on the way home, if you saw a little
midget fella,
4 foot midget fella, just say, "Excuse me, hobbit."
Yeah.
Okay, that's
call
fine
him
then.
Frodo. Right, Frodo. He'd like it. He'd love it because everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
They love it. No, everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
In the end, if you ever get to the end, they all hug each other. They say, well, basically Frodo has to say goodbye to all his other little fellas, and so he's hugging us. I don't know how many of them there are, and he's hugging them, right? And it is the most interminable thing I've ever seen. It's like the music's playing, they look into each other's eyes, he hugs them, they pull back, they look at each other again, they're like, we'll never see each other again. Then he hugs the next one, and I was just screaming, I was thinking, hug, just one big group hug.
Yeah.
Then we can get out of
like
it.
an American football team.
Exactly.
Just go, knock
Not
heads.
each individual one. I mean, it's dragging on and on and on. And apparently on the DVD, there's like an extra sort of 20 minutes of extra footage of scenes he's cut out. Who's watching this tripe? Who cares?
I don't know.
I genuinely,
Have we lost some of our popularity by slagging off Lord of the Rings?
I don't care. Screw them. If you love it, if you can't live without Lord of the Rings, screw you. I don't want you as a listener. I can't fathom it. Really, it's not like I'm trying to be wayward or controversial. I can't get my head around the popularity.
But doesn't Harry Potter annoy you as well, though?
Yeah, but at least it's kind of over in an hour and a half.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
I went to the toilet 3 times during the course of the film.
Really?
It's unbelievable. The woman sat next to me.
Sexy stuff in it, was there?
Some of those little pixies with the pointed ears. It just took me back to all, Mr. Spock. Oh, all those glorious days. But it really is just. I mean, have you seen any of them? You've not bothered.
I've seen one, and it was long, and I thought it was nicely filmed, and I thought, well, okay, I'll just get through it. I even think, it was just a list of, and here come the orcs.
Exactly.
Right, okay, we see the orcs now. Yeah.
But it's like people go, look at the amazing fight sequences, the amazing immense battles. And it's true, he's got thousands of actors and stuff on horses, brilliant. But I'm not impressed by good time management.
No.
Well done, he's got all those people together, he's orchestrated it, well done. But it's got to be more interesting. My friend summed it up. He said the Lord of the Rings films, they're like the film equivalent of an Enya song.
Yeah.
And that to me is exactly right. Lots of billowing dresses, slow musical moments.
That's good.
People riding majestically on horses.
Enya.
Constantly riding